There was a two-part question. I mean, I kind of identify with all of them because, like I said, they're all based on real people. You know the story of the fake drug that was given out? Well, that was based on several real facts. First real fact that his defense, his personality, that sort of businessman saying, like, well, I didn't break any laws, which law businessmen do. That was a real argument I had with someone defending Enron at the time. He's like, they didn't break any laws. And that's what businessmen will always say. Like, we didn't put a gun to their head. We just, hey, we just, you know, what? What do we do? So that's where I took it. Now, the idea of a fake drug was based on several real things. Basically, how South Africa has dealt with AIDS. In the Toronto Health Expo, I think it was a few years ago, the South African exhibition had a cure or a preventative measure for AIDS. You know what it was? Garlic and beetroot. It was a healthy diet and exercise and clean living will protect you from AIDS. And this is the government, all right? This isn't some crazy right-winger who, you know, just pulls out facts and tries to make money. These are the people that they voted in to protect them. So that's where I got that. Everybody in that story comes from somewhere. The government official who says, oh, you know, you do what you can do, but how much can you do? You know, we always have to say they don't have enough. Armies always say they don't have enough. Based on a real conversation with someone in the military, worked in the Pentagon when it was attacked on 9/11. A friend of mine said that about our troops in Iraq. Our troops always have enough armor. They're fine. That's a PR disaster. That's all it is. Okay? Don't see you over in Iraq. So I kind of identify with all of them. I want everybody to have something to say. How would I do in a zombie outbreak? Well, no one would get there. You know, you never know how you're going to do it until something actually happens. And then you go, wow, I did really well. Or, wow, I sure hope I can forget what happened. Anyone else?
You ever wonder that if in the future someone will find your work and take it in non-fiction?
That was an excellent question. Wow. Right on. Young gentleman here asked me, do I ever worry or wonder in the future if somebody finds, you know, like way in the future, you know, like after Britney Spears dies. Like at the end of AI, you know, when the aliens come and they dig out World War Z, like that'll still be around. And they say, wow, this really happened. Do I ever wonder about that? No, I actually don't. But I wrote it in such a way that, yes. I wrote it in such a way that if you were to read it, you know what I mean? If you somehow were frozen, if they somehow thought out Gil Gerard and brought him out
500 years later,
and you read it and you go, wow, this really happened. I want to be that real. And yeah, so that was sort of one of my goals. Anyone else? Not the Gil Gerard. Yes, thank you.
I read a lot, and I realized that there was something really special with that book, and it was out of the genre that I had read since I was in high school and teenage. My question for you is, there's a lot of speculation with the movie, and I realize you can't answer a lot of it, but when you saw the original screens that start coming up, are they keeping with that whole?
That's about all they'll tell me. And if they hold on to his first draft, if they sort of keep it there, I think it's going to be a kick-ass movie. Anyone else? Yeah.
There are, like, of course, millions of different kinds of zombies. You have the assassin zombie, you've got a brain-eating zombie. Is it just something, do you have just a fascination with, like, kind of a George Romero zombie? Or?
Yeah, I have a fascination with the slow zombies. It's funny, my zombies are even more zombified than George Romero's, because Romero has his zombies sort of get smarter and evolve over time. For me, I like to see them as inhuman as possible. It's the inhumanity that scares me. And the slowness scares me because it's the difference between fear and anxiety. Fear is a trend. It's the difference between skydiving and scuba diving. I've done both. Skydiving is just a lot of wind going up your nose, and you're just totally jazzed. Pull the ripcord, and your ass scuba diving is a chance for my crazy mind to think of all the ways I can die. Incidentally, I took that whole any more questions? I think we got time for one more. All right, one more. Make it really good, no pressure. You're that confident. You're that confident. Ask away.
I heard you on Coast to Coast Sam, and great interview, and you compared the zombie to I don't know if you would expand on that a little bit.
All right, yeah, that was pretty good. Here's why I think people are into zombies. I think we are living in very unsettling times. I think that it started with Y2K, and it has consistently gone on in that you turn on the radio and you have no idea, or the TV, or pick up a newspaper, or look at, go on AOL, and you just don't know what's going to happen. These are really scary times we're living in. We have plagues, we have financial meltdowns, we have terrorism, we have wars, we have big stuff. And I think it's very scary for people to have to confront those fears head on. I think zombies are a very safe avenue because zombies are apocalyptic in nature. There's got to be millions and millions of them. There can't just be like one zombie. And it's not like most monsters where you have to go find. Okay, most monsters, you have to go to the pyramid or whatever, and oh, there they are. You have to go to the abandoned. Zombies come to you when you're minding your own business, and that's what's really scary. All the other aspects of global collapse. The end of trade, the end of law and order, the power going out, no more food, all these other things that would really happen in an apocalyptic scenario. But as long as it's a zombie story, you can go, Try that after reading Cormac McCarthy's The Road. You know what I mean? Like, that's in your face. You can watch Dawn of the Dead and see the world coming to an end in a very real way. But it ain't the same as watching The Day After. And those of you are like, what's that? Well, The Day After, don't ever watch it. Yeah, it was a nuclear war miniseries, and it wouldn't do no. Just Testament. This guy went even darker. All right. There's another country called Britain, and whatever we do as far as darkness, they go much darker. They invented a band called The Smiths. So I think that is why we have a fascination with zombies. It's darkness, it's the end of the world, but it's safe. And I think as long as we're consistently living in those times, I think we are going to continue to be into zombies. I think, God willing, things will start to calm down. And we will get back to normal again. And one day Britney Spears will pick up that snake again. And things will get back to normal. And I think zombies will sort of retreat into the sub-niche. And it would be an ultimate historical irony if the great zombie killer of all time didn't turn out to be some fictional character, but Barack Obama.